We are solving similar triangles at a basic level here. We are told that triangle DEF is similar. There's a similar sign. It's just like a curvy, like a Spanish ñ sign. DEF is similar to PQR. Now, order is very important here. So DE matches PQ, EF matches QR, RP matches FD. So those are the sides that match. We want to set these up as a proportion. So I'll go ahead and say triangle DEF is on top and triangle PQR is on bottom. Now, usually it's nice when the bigger numbers are on top, but it doesn't matter so long as every side matches with these. We're setting up a proportion. So all you really need are two sides, but I'm going to show you all three just so we can see how things link together. Okay, let's see. So let's do DE over PQ. Segment DE is 26. 26. That matches PQ. PQ is 13. This proportion has to equal, I'm going to go ahead and minimize my screen a little bit, see if I can fit it. Yes, let's go ahead and for the next one, EF matches QR. EF is going to be on top. EF is 24 over EF matches QR. QR is 12. Let me just go ahead and put their matching segments. This is segment DE. This is segment PQ. Has to match segment EF. Has to match QR, it's proportional to QR. Equals the last one, FD. FD is 6. Segment FD is 6 over RP. RP. Segment RP. These are segments. RP is our unknown K. All right. Now it's just a little bit easier. Like I said, if, our unknown, I was talking about having the largest numbers on top, which we do. It's easier if your unknown is on top. So basically we can just flip all of these and pick our easiest one. So which one's the easiest one out of these? Well, I have to have this one here. So this one I have to have. And which one would you rather deal with, 24 over 12 or 26 over 13? Well, personally, I'd rather just go ahead and do the 24 and 12. They're just a little bit smaller. So this is the proportion we're going to look at and solve. 24 over 12 has to equal 6 over K. Now, there's a couple shortcuts that you can do here. These should match. So one of the shortcuts is, how does 6 turn into 24? Well, that's a times 4, right? So that means the 24, let's go in the other way. If we go the other way, 24 to 6 is a divide by 4. Divide by 4. So that means if I divide 12 by 4, so I'm going this way, sometimes it's just a little bit easier for me to initially see what's going on. Going the other way, divides a little harder to see. So 24 turns into 6 by divide by 4. So this is the one I'm kind of focusing on, divide by 4. So the 12 divided by 4 equals 3, right? So that's going to be our K. Our K is equal to 3, all right? So that's kind of one way to do it, but that's if your proportions are easy enough, then you can see how they link together. Let's go ahead and show, if they're not easy, how you would mathematically do it. So 24 over 12. Remember, if K is on the top, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and show my method of reciprocal. So reciprocal, reciprocal. The reciprocal method, because if I had just set these triangles up in the other order where PQR was on top, then this order would be different, but we can just flip both sides. So the reciprocal method just means flip. We are flipping, and what you do to one side, you have to do the other. So that's going to be 12 over 24. I flipped the left side. That's going to equal K over 6. Now, the reason why I wanted to show this is a lot of students kind of get stuck here. This is the easier example. Easier because we're in reverse operations. What keeps K from being by itself? A divide by 6. What's the opposite of divide by 6? Multiply by 6. So multiply both sides by 6. All right. The 6 and the 6 cancel. And 24 goes into 6, or 6 goes into 24 4 times. So that turns into a 4 on the bottom. So now I have 12 over 4 equals K. And what's 4 into 12? That's our 3 again. So there's our 3. Same answer. So K is 3. There's a couple different ways to do it. I've shown that in my fraction video where I showed 4 different ways of solving fractions. The more methods you know, the easier it gets. And I kind of alternate between clearing fractions and reciprocal method. Reciprocal is going to be definitely easier in this case, as you can see. And like I said, if you just set the problem up with a little bit of insight, like maybe I always like kind of doing with the sides first before I get to the unknown, but sort of remember where the unknown's at, which one you're dealing with. If you had that on top, makes it just a little bit easier. You can jump straight to this kind of step. Okay.